Good morning, all of you. I am Jyoti KB, Assistant Professor, Government First Grade College, Kubi. Today, I am going to talk to you about use of Greek mythology in poem Lycidas written by John Milton. Now, as we already know, through in this session, we are trying to enable students to learn English mythology. Mythology in Lycidas. So why did Milton use mythology in Lycidas? Milton mythologizes the loss of his close friend Edward King, who drowned on a voyage in the Sea of Ireland. He has used mythological characters in abundance in the poem. He expresses his intense grief in public. He says that his death is as fatal to the shepherd as the canker in the petal of roses. Milton calls his friend King Edward as Orpheus. Now, before we understand mythology used in Lycidas, let us briefly sum up what are the contents narrated in the poem Lycidas. Lycidas is a pastoral elegy written in 1637 to lament the accidental death by drowning of Milton's friend Edward King, who was a promising young man of great intelligence. Milton laments the death of his close friend by memorializing his friend in a poem called Lycidas. He calls Edward King as Lycidas. Lycidas is a famous shepherd, and he creates a context in which Milton and Lycidas, that is Milton and Edward King, both were working as shepherds, and the speaker is memorializing, remembering his friend Edward King as Lycidas, who works as a shepherd. Both of them look after the flock of sheep. Sadly, all of a sudden, when they were in the process of tending the sheep, Lycidas dies suddenly, accidentally. Now, the poet expresses grief and sorrow at the death of his friend in the poem called Lycidas. In the beginning of the poem, the speaker laments the huge task before him by invoking the muses. He says that both of them were working as shepherds and Lycidas has died suddenly. Now, speaker Milton starts to address a series of figures from ancient world, nymphs, muses, and asks them all, where were they when Lycidas was drowned? He questions them, why were they not able to intervene in the accident, unexpected havoc which had caused the death of Lycidas? He questions them, they could have intervened and helped Lycidas to save his life. They could have saved Lycidas' life if they had intervened in the accidental situation. And he laments, feels sad that his friend is gone and all the hard work he put on earth has become worthless because he could not achieve fame. Now, mythology is the use of mythical characters in the poem and to bring in the rich meaning of mythical characters and mythical context to the context of his friend's death in the poem Lycidas is what we have to understand in this video. Now, first let us see in the poem what is the first myth which is brought out. Now, as we saw, Milton questions and addresses a series of figures from ancient world, nymphs, muses, and asks them all where were they when Lycidas was drowned. Orpheus myth is used in Lycidas. To understand who Orpheus was, let us look into the mythological context of Orpheus. Orpheus is the real son of Callipo, who enchanted all living and non-living things but was killed by the frenzied women of Thrace. He complains that nymphs for not being able to save Orpheus. Now, by using Orpheus myth, Milton is comparing Lycidas' death as similar to Orpheus' death, who was killed by frenzied women of Thrace. Milton complains and worries about the way of working literary critics who recognize the poems which were woven around the hair locks of Amaryllis and Neaera. Now, by giving this context, Milton is bringing about the meaning of how these literary critics worked like frenzied women of Thrace, and they did not give recognition to Edward King or Lycidas, even though he had enough writing talent within him. Now, this is the first myth which is expressed in the poem Lycidas. Now, image of Orpheus is shown to you on the screen. Then you have Amaryllis and Nereid myth. Now, Amaryllis is a female ancient Greek name and means sparkling. According to mythology, the name of the flower Amaryllis derived from the nymph Amaryllis. She is a shepherdess who appears in the work of several ancient pastoral poets, most notable Virgil and Theocritus. Now, Neaera is another nymph who pops up in pastoral poetry. She appears in Virgil's Eclogues and works of several later poets. Now, look at the screen near Nereid myth. The picture on the screen is showing Nereid, who is a female mythological character. Now, why these mythical characters are brought out in the poem is because when Milton questions the Nereid and Nereids, questions them what were they doing when Lycidas was drowned. If they were able to intervene in this unexpected mishap, Lycidas would be saved from his death. He questions both these nymphs, Amaryllis and Nereid, that why they were keeping quiet, why they were silent on the catastrophe which happened on Lycidas or Edward King. Now then you have the context of Nereid and Amaryllis. I have shown you the picture of Nereid on the screen. Now next, when he was questioning and asking these nymphs why they kept quiet, Apollo intervenes and starts talking with Milton. Apollo comes and reminds the speaker that fame on earth isn't nearly as awesome as life in heaven, and that life in heaven is where real fame happens. Now, when he questioned Amaryllis and Nereid, Milton was asking they could have intervened in the mishap and saved Lycidas so that Lycidas could have achieved fame on earth. If his life was saved, he could have worked hard and he could have achieved more fame. So when he was questioning like this to the nymphs, Apollo says that what has happened is for the good of everyone. He feels Milton should not feel that death is a tragic event. He explains that by By the death of Lycidas, Lycidas has come to heaven, and life in heaven is more awesome and happy than life on earth. So, real fame happens in heaven, so he should not worry about the death of Lycidas. To talk about Apollo, Apollo is the most important and complex of Greek gods, who is the son of Zeus and Leto. He is the national divinity of the Greeks. He is the twin brother of Artemis, goddess of hunt. When Milton says that a good poem is often ignored and underrated, so the work of a good poet is under the mercy of God Apollo, who touches the trembling ears and preserves the songs and music. So Milton uses Apollo to the meanings of the mythical character Apollo to remember, to give memories of how great a poet Lycidas was, and if he were to live a few more years, he would definitely have got Apollo's blessing and he could have achieved more fame. I have shown you the picture of god Apollo on the screen. He is called the god of sun and light in Greek mythology. Then Milton talks of Triton. Milton investigates the causes of his friend's death and is informed by Triton that the wind was not gusty as he was encaved by Elos Hippotades. Now, when he starts questioning different gods, mythical characters for why Lycidas' sudden death happens, Triton, another mythical character, speaks to him and reveals to him that he did not do anything for the death of Lycidas and he is not at all responsible, because Triton is the god of wind and he is explaining that wind was not stormy, it was not strong, and it was not the reason for the death of Lycidas. Triton is the messenger of Neptune. Triton also informs that Penelope, one of the 50 daughters of Nereus, was playing on the surface of the sea, and therefore the sea was calm and Edward King is not killed by the tides of the sea also. So Triton also brings in the witness of Penelope, who was playing on the sea. She is the daughter of Nereus, and Nereus is definitely sure before he sent his daughter for play that there was no storm on the sea. So all these are explanations given by mythical characters to Milton, who was questioning them why death of Lycidas happened. Then this Penelope, who is this Penelope? Penelope is the nymph of Greek mythology. She is the goddess of the sea's broad panorama. She is associated with the sighting of land and approaching storms by sailor. Her name means all-seeing, from the Greek words pan and ops. Triton also informs that Penelope, one of the 50 daughters of Nereus, was playing on the surface of the sea, and therefore the sea was calm and Edward King is not killed by the tides of the sea also. Now look at the picture of Penelope on the screen. Then comes the Greek mythical characters of Orpheus and Cecilia in the poem Lycidas. After the great digression of corruption of the clergyman of his time, Milton invokes Orpheus and Cecilian must to allow the valleys to send their poetic flowers. Now, after questioning these muses, these gods and goddesses of the sea and river water, he asks the mythical characters of Orpheus and Cecilian to bring in all beautiful flowers to decorate the dead body of Lycidas. Now he asks the goddesses of Orpheus and Cecilia to bring poetic flowers like cowslip, rathes, cowtoes, woodbine, amaranthus, daffodils to decorate the uncovered body of Lycidas, which is covered by the tides of the sea. Then he also invokes Alpheus, the god of one of the rivers of Arcadia. The Sicilian Theocritus belonged to Sicilian muses, who is traditionally regarded as the father of pastoral poets. Now look at the picture of Alpheus on the screen. Finally, Milton consoles himself and the shepherds not to lament more, as Lycidas is not dead, but he has been shifted to heaven. He is shining there like the sunbeam. Now, all these mythical characters used in Lycidas bring in the meanings of mythical characters to the context of Lycidas' death, thereby enriching the beauty of the poem Lycidas. So thank you for listening to this video. I think this is going to help you to answer the question on mythical characters in the poem Lycidas by John Milton. So thank you.